Hello Cancer, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your connection to the person that you are dealing with and needing to learn the most from right now. We're looking at all three sides of the connection. We've got your energy toward it, their energy toward it, and the energy in between it. The concept being that there are three sides to every story. So we're looking at your version of the truth, their version of the truth, and this higher level unbiased truth in the middle. This middle section is looking at what is the deeper purpose of this connection and the best way for you to move forward in order to align further with your higher self. As I do in all of my readings, I have pulled the overall energy and clarified those messages, as well as the overall theme for the reading, which we'll jump into in just a second. But I still have a different tarot deck I'll be pulling from for each side of this connection, as well as the advice deck that I'll be using to close out the reading in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Last thing, please remember that these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So do please remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. On that note, the whole reading can be reversed. If that is the case for you, that is totally fine and totally normal. Again, the point is to take what helps and leave what doesn't. All right, Cancer, let's jump on in. On your side of this connection, you have growth with the Queen of Cups. Here you are showing up in your own energy in your reading. I feel like this connection has absolutely pushed you to grow, pushed you into growth in some way, shape, or form. I feel like it's had a really deep impact on your life as a whole. Now, this person, they have confusion with the Five of Wands. So I like the way that this confusion card is portrayed. It's kind of like, static on a TV, the signal not coming through clear. And I feel like that is a big theme for you when it comes to this person, is confusion. Just like, what the hell happened? Or why did you do that? Or why did you say that? Or why aren't you committing? Or what's going on? How are you feeling? What do you want? I feel like just overall, there's a lot of confusion involved. Now, this Five of Wands is an indication of like conflict. Now, that could be inner conflict, like this person is kind of like back and forth on what they want or back and forth on where they're at. I feel like there is inner conflict, and I feel like that has come out in external conflict in the connection itself. And I feel like that conflict is what has kind of pushed you to grow in some way. Now, in between the connection, there is unfinished business with the Chariot in reverse. Obviously, that Chariot having Cancer energy. So you're coming out twice in this reading. I feel like I like to see that. But this unfinished business, I do feel like maybe both parties in this connection, both are one party. I don't want to speak too much into that without having pulled additional cards, but I feel like things in this connection kind of came to a halt, stopped moving forward, and I feel like there's this feeling of unfinished business, almost as if like things didn't come to a complete end. Or again, I feel like there's a lot of confusion here, which can make you kind of maybe trying to figure out what happened, or I don't know. But I do feel like there's something that feels a little bit unfinished. However, the overall theme of the reading is new love. Now, what I feel like this new love card is talking about is you are deserving of better experiences in love, like a new start, a new phase, like a new opportunity in love. Now, whether that is with this person or not, I'm not quite sure. I feel like we'll get more clarity on kind of what that means as we dive into tarot. So I'm going to start. Let's see here. This is for Cancer's side of this connection toward the person they are dealing with and needing to learn the most from right now. Now, you could be dealing with another water sign, but I feel like, especially seeing this Chariot in reverse, like I feel like this is your energy here. Cancer's side of the connection to the person they are dealing with. King of Pentacles, Page of Cups. Could be dealing with an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I feel like there's something else. The Temperance. You really opened your heart in this connection. Not that I necessarily think that that's rare for you. And I want to also mention that this Queen of Cups, like whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. That could still very much be your energy. But I do, like I said, I feel like you very much opened your heart in this connection. And I feel like you were very patient with this person in some way. Like maybe, we're willing to take things slow. We're willing to see where it goes. But this King of Pentacles is interesting. Because it almost feels like, because I feel like what you're looking for in relationships, maybe in this connection specifically, but maybe outside of this too, is like stability. Wanting that stability and certainty when it comes to another person, like wanting to know how they feel grounded in the connection, not have that confusion, which I feel like, again, there was quite a bit of in this connection. And I feel like I said, it's like you very much opened your heart to this person and you were like willing to, I don't know, wait it out or take things slow to get to that point. But then, this Chariot in reverse, but then things came to like a halt. So maybe that's why you feel like there's unfinished business. Because like with this Page of Cups, it kind of feels like you were like willing to give this person your heart in a way. I kind of see that like her hand's on her heart and then she's reaching out with the cup. It's like, here, like I'm willing to give this to you. Cancer side of this connection. The Two of Wands with the Six of Pentacles. And then the Ace of Pentacles. And then the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is one of those situations that felt very right at first. Felt very right in the beginning. Felt like it aligned. Things felt good. Maybe there was a give and take. Both people were putting in effort. But then you have this Knight of Cups in reverse. This energy of like something happened. There was something that was something triggered. Something, because again, it feels like it was like smooth sailing in the beginning. There was reciprocation, like all was good. It was good until it wasn't. I don't know what happened. Can I just ask that? Okay. What happened? Oh, okay. Four of Swords. In reverse. Rug ripped out from underneath you. Blindsided in some way. Like, because this is like drained. Like maybe you got tired of waiting. All right, Cancer side of this connection. I feel like we'll get more about what happened in their energy. Like felt good until it didn't. Cancer side of the connection. I want the cards to turn all the way around or hit the table. Yeah, because then, Justice in reverse, Five of Cups. Disappointment, Justice in reverse here is kind of like this energy of getting screwed over. The Tower. And I feel like this came out of nowhere. I did a reading. Was it? I don't remember who it was for. But it was like talking about being blindsided. Who was it for? I think it was an earth sign. Maybe it was Gemini. I don't know. Anyway, I do feel like this disappointment, feeling screwed over, this definitely came out of nowhere. And I feel like that's why it feels like unfinished business, is because it was like, well, things were going so good. Like, what the hell happened? Okay, well, let's see. This person's energy toward Cancer. Confusion with the Five of Wands. This person's energy toward Cancer. Ooh. So, yeah, what happened? Four of Cups. Seven of Swords. Six of Cups in reverse, and then there's the Five of Wands. They, I don't think, were totally honest with you about like what they wanted or where their head was at, or why they pulled away. Six of Cups in reverse. I want clarity on that. Clarity on the Six of Cups in reverse here. Because this is the same Five of Wands. Because I definitely feel like they pulled away. Clarifying the Six of Cups in reverse. The Devil. Some sort of devil energy. Okay. Okay. I think I'm starting to understand. So it feels like this person wasn't totally honest with you about, like, this is why you felt blindsided, is because I feel like there was, I don't know, like, this dishonesty, or maybe not necessarily just totally dishonest, but like lack of clarity, like holding back some sort of truth. Because I feel like they were caught up in something. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that there was a third party or anything like that, but this devil energy. It's like, I don't know what they were hiding from you. They were hiding something from you. And that's why their behavior was so confusing. But what was it? And why? More. This person's energy toward Cancer. I think we're going to get clarity here. Okay, there's the Devil. This Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. So it feels like, this is so interesting, because it feels like what this person wasn't honest about, the fact that for some reason they were very triggered by your energy. Because again, I feel like you came in, you were like, I'm here to give you my heart. I'm here to open up to this connection. And for some reason that was very triggering for them. Almost like they didn't know how to handle it. They didn't know how to maybe believe that was happening, or believe they were worthy of that in some way. And this devil energy, I don't know if this is like addiction or mental health issues. Like something happened, something came up in this connection. It's almost like as soon as things got hard, as soon as things got like real, it kind of feels like they fell back into like a past pattern in some way. Maybe that pattern is like running or pushing people away or something. But I feel like they weren't totally honest about any of this. It's like maybe they just, I don't know, maybe there was ghosting. Maybe they just straight up like pushed you away or left or bolted in some way. Or pushed you away to the extent to you then pushing them away or like walking away, feeling like you had to walk away. But it's like none of what happened had anything to do with you, because I feel like you had these wonderful intentions. Like you were just here to love them, to experience, love with them. I don't feel like you came on too strong. I don't feel like you did anything wrong. And I feel like in the beginning, this person really also kind of wanted what you had to give, but then it's almost like something got triggered, something in them, like, because this Page of Pentacles in reverse is this energy of almost not being, it's like they weren't ready for what you had to give. Like they weren't at the place that they needed to be emotionally or mentally in a way. It's almost like you were what they wanted, but it's like they weren't ready for it. They didn't know how to handle it. And so their behavior was really confusing for you, because I feel like none of that obviously was, I don't know if they were honest about like this devil. I don't know what this devil is. But that's why it was really confusing, because I feel like they were dealing with like all of these emotions and feelings that they didn't know what to do with. And instead of communicating any of that or being upfront, like, hey, I'm feeling triggered, I'm feeling afraid, or, this means a lot to me and I don't want to mess this up, but I'm afraid that I will. Like whatever the case might be, it feels like they didn't say or any of that or do any of that. They just were like, bye. And then maybe we like came up with an excuse, which is where I feel like the dishonesty is. Like, oh, I'm really busy right now, or I don't know. It's almost like it's not that they changed their mind. It's that when it came down to it, they weren't ready for you and what you had to provide here. This person's energy toward Cancer. So that's why it feels like unfinished business, I think, for both people, because it's almost like it ended, or like things came to a halt before things ever really got started. Now, I'm not saying that it was a short relationship by any means. It doesn't have to be short. You could have been in a relationship with this person for years, maybe even married to them, but it feels like the depth of the connection that you were here for, that you showed up with this love and compassion and understanding. And I just feel like they were like, whoa, I don't know what to do with any of this. This is awesome and I like it because this is what I'm looking for, but I feel insecure and I don't know how to accept it. So I'm going to mess it up, or I don't know exactly what happened, but, and obviously it's important to remember 95% of our movements, choices, and decisions stem from our subconscious. Only 5% of the way we interact with our reality is actually conscious level decision making. So I'm not saying that this person is literally sitting there in their head saying all those things I just said. But it's the story and their energy. This back and forth, this conflict, it's like they literally were caught off guard almost by how good this was, or this felt, or this seemed, that they were like, I don't know, got a bolt. This person's energy toward Cancer. I'm gonna reshuffle. So I don't feel like they lied necessarily. I feel like they just weren't honest. It's like they were feeling too vulnerable or too, I don't know. Now, maybe they don't have the emotional depth to be able to understand what they're feeling, right? So this person's energy toward Cancer. Oh, that's so interesting. Justice in reverse. Two of Wands. See, because they're disappointed with where things are at too. I don't think they wanted this to happen, but, you know, who's to say they wouldn't do the exact same thing again? Because if they're not capable of like literally, if they're not at a place mentally, emotionally, or maybe even physically in their life, like they're just not mature, or they haven't, I don't know. If they're not at a place to be able to give you what you're giving, you know, is that really fair to you? And do you really want to give your heart, mind, body, spirit, soul to somebody who, like, quite literally can't reciprocate? Especially not where they're at right now, because it's Justice in reverse. It's like this Two of Wands and the Justice in reverse. It's like the same path, the same outcome. It's almost like it's the same old story with this person, the same old story, the same old. It's like no matter what you do, it doesn't seem to change. And maybe this is just a dynamic that you've been experiencing in your relationships in general, and that's where this new love card is coming from, is like you do deserve to experience that kind of love, but there's obviously a cycle at play if this is something that you've been experiencing for a while. I don't know. It just seems as if, because here's the Fool in reverse, right? And I feel like this is kind of talking about you, like you deserving a new beginning in your relationships and your love life. Like you've experienced a lot of disappointment, that's obvious. And it seems like you keep running into people, or specifically in this connection, ran into someone that just like isn't ready. Like you have so much love to give and you want that stability, you want that commitment, right? But you just can't seem to find someone that can match that. Like match that level of emotional intelligence or commitment or capacity or whatever the case is. And I feel like that's this person. It's almost as if they like are literally incapable. One of the best things my therapist ever taught me was that we cannot take other people's capacity to love personally, because it's a reflection of where they're at in their own life, you know, where they're at on their hurt healing journey and their growth journey. And, you know, it doesn't mean that there aren't people out there that can love us the way that we deserve, because there absolutely are. But for some reason, Cancer, I feel like you keep attracting people that aren't. Because I feel like, again, you have so much love to give. And this growth card, like I feel like is also, to me, kind of an indication that you've been really focusing on your growth. You've been focusing on yourself, focusing on, you know, how to show up better for not just yourself, but for others. Like, I feel like you've been doing the work, and I don't feel like this person has, which is why I feel like there's an unmatched, like, capacity here. Because I do feel like the, you know, what they have to get, like, where they're at, it's almost like, and that's the biggest thing, is it's not that you weren't good enough. I feel like they just literally weren't ready for you and what this connection, what the potential in this connection is. Okay, unfinished business with the Chariot in reverse. We're going to hop on over to the extended. We're going to look at the deeper connection or deeper purpose of this connection and the best way for you to move forward in order to align further with your higher self. Thank you so much, Cancer, as always, for your support of my channel. I do hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, Cancer, I wish you nothing but love and healing and all of the wonderful things that you deserve on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Cancer.